Ooh.
Okay.
Here we go. We're back. I'm sorry.
Laura's sharing her
Okay.
screen.
We were sharing Laura's.
Oh, good. Good.
I've been having that happen to me too, Nancy Jo. So where I just bump out.
Wow, I've never had that happen before.
So here I can, like Ashley's done some of them. So I just put in hers.
Yeah, and then you can see what she's done and what she doesn't have done.
Right. So the check
Awesome.
mark means she's done it. The orange dots here mean it's in progress.
Oh, wow. Very cool. Oh, I'm trying to move it. Nice. Nice. Laura Teal's recruiter team. What do you think that means? Oh, no. They're frozen again.
You know, what would you say? How would you introduce this? Maybe she's going, I
Yeah.
don't know. And so they have to put in things like that. So she may have stopped and not finished that for that reason. I'm not sure. Can you
Right.
click on it and see what it is? Can you click on it?
How to introduce complimentary products. So the nice part is too, you can see how they answered,
Uh-huh.
but she hasn't completed it.
No, so let's look at complete your launch list, what she answered there.
So she literally put in then name of friends that you can think of. She put in 3. So now
Nice.
it lets you coach and follow up with her.
Yeah. And it has the questions too, so we can actually see what, not just the answers, but the questions as well.
Yeah. So
And
it's
I
helping
love
her
that-
rebuild like her list of 40.
Right.
I think this is great. One of my team members recruited a new consultant right at the end of July, and she was worried about training. I said, Dash is going to take you through that. I'm
Yep.
not worried about it at all.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And if we
So
can get people with the strong starts that a lot of the virtual people are doing, I think this is really seriously there to help us do that.
Absolutely.
So, I mean, and if we can get them to do virtual parties right out of the gate, because that's when I looked at all those people that had supreme growth, is what I'd like to call it. It was because they really had people on the virtual. Now, something happens to the virtual, they're going to be dead in the water. Okay. But
Pamper Chef's going to make that work.
Right. They are. But I'm just saying, I don't think that the live cooking show is dead by any means. I mean, I've got a gal on the 18th, and I offered her a virtual, and she said, "Oh, absolutely not." She goes, "My friends want to come and touch the products." You know, so we're going to do a little Facebook group that she's inviting, so we can tease them a little beforehand. But no, they're very excited about coming to the show. You know, and so that's good. And she used to be a consultant, so. By the way,
I think we're going to see a
recruited the one to get their case.
Not yet.
Not yet.
Working on it.
Yeah.
My
Not
girl
yet.
signed on the 23rd of July.
Ah,
I signed 2, one on the 20th and one on the 21st, I think it was.
nice.
Oh, you too, Lisa. Oh.
I'm like, and they've already
Oh,
seen.
me too.
There was a typo on one of the posts that Pamper Chef posted, and it said if they joined July 20th through August 30th, they got the quick cooker set. And you know that, and she was like, I didn't get a quick cooker, and I was like, oh my gosh. So she's like, I want the new stuff. I'm like, I can't do nothing about that.
Just work hard and earn it.
So I told her, I said, you're gonna get the best of both worlds, and trying to
Well,
get it that way. But
and,
she's got
and
2 parts
Laura,
coming up.
Laura, you pointed out that if people do really well, they can get more Pampered Chef dollars, right?
Yeah, they get a ton of Pampered Chef dollars and get to pick what they want with it.
Yeah.
You know, and that 100 Pampered Chef dollars is worth $200 worth of product
Yes.
when you buy half price, you know, or 60% off even with the blender. So, you know, it's still a great deal. It's way better than when I started 23 years ago. So, you know.
So, let's see. I see that Jerry has her hand up. Jerry, did you unmute yourself? Did you recruit somebody? Did you recruit somebody?
No, I have not yet.
Oh, okay. I saw your hand, so let me lower your hand. Okay, very good. Who else? Tina, Diane.
recruited someone on July 31st, so I know that that qualifies for the 100, but I don't think it counts towards the suitcase in August.
No,
All the promotions are the 29th.
Yeah,
Were they?
the suitcase I think was from wasn't it from the conference on?
Yes.
I think it's, Monday.
Yes.
I think the 29th.
Okay. So good job, Tina.
Thanks.
Now we just got to get him qualified, right?
Well, she's already been in Dash quite a bit, and she doesn't have her kit quite yet.
Good.
I know.
Yeah, I'm really excited about Dash. How about you, Melanie? How about you? You got any bites? 2 bites. Okay. Awesome. You know what, guys? Let's talk about how you're reaching out to your people, what you're doing or saying in August, both for bookings and for recruiting. So tell me what you're saying, what you're doing.
Well, I have been messaging. I do my party groups through my business page. So today I actually stepped out and messaged everybody who's been commenting on some of the first posts for the parties that start this week, so that I can see how that works. So I'm messaging from my business page, which I think may be less of a because you have the message option when you have that in the party group. So it's really easy to send a message to participants when it's set up through your business page.
Okay.
I'm going to try that and see if that produces results as per somebody who had shared about doing that. They messaged all of their participants. If they commented, if they did whatever, they messaged them, and I'm going to try that.
I was going to say, Sarah, do you want to show us where that's at? Does everybody know what button she's talking about?
No.
Okay. So would you share your screen and show us what you're talking about?
Yeah, give me a second to get to that page a lot easier on my Facebook.
Okay.
So, and my answer machine's about ready to go off here in a second. So.
Okay.
Okay, it's a little bit muted, so you can't hear it maybe quite as well. I put it down as low as I could. All right, let me get to group. So
Good.
Easy. Just a second here.
Awesome.
Yeah, I've been doing that. I know that not everybody does it, and I know that there are a lot of difference of opinions of what's the best thing to do. Okay. Let me now go to where I can share screen. There it is. Okay.
Like they'll message me.
All right. Can y'all see my screen?
Yeah.
Okay. So, like, say I do an early bird thing, and let's say I wanted to message somebody who responded to that, and I have done that. See, it says see response, so I've already sent them a message. Let me find another post that has. Okay, so like here, I could actually send a message. I click on that, and I can send a message to this person from this post, and then I can write in there whatever I want to write. So it does include the post information that I put in there.
So it's not a reply, it's a message. We're replying.
That I'm actually sending directly to them, not one. And what I have done in my messages is I have asked people, let me see, I can find one.
So does that doesn't show up in the feed then, right? Is that what you're saying?
The message does not show up in the feed.
Okay.
It is only in my individual message box. And I was going to see if there was a message response from this one.
So it's just like a private message from your personal account, but it's coming from your business account, and they don't have to accept it. They don't have to go and find it. It automatically goes in to their inbox, and they'll see it right away.
Yep. So you can see I've sent messages. I have one here who sent me a GIF in response. So
okay, cool.
Yeah, and I had a conversation here with another one. So let's see what. like here, just reminders. Remember to find the early bird post and join the, have fun, keep commenting so you can see all the fun ideas, because we know that that's what Facebook wants them to do, is keep commenting. Let me see. As we go through the party, here's another one where I put, as we go through the party, you know, consider 2 things: hosting your own fun party like this, and then also consider being a consultant and earning income with Pampered Chef. Now, am I getting response from these? Not yet, but you never know.
Right. Absolutely.
So does that help?
Yep, for sure.
Okay.
For sure. I just got my business page going. That's Chopping with Nancy Joe, if any of you have seen that. So so getting ready to, I have a few virtual shows to set up on there. So getting ready, maybe calling out to a few of you. Help!
Oh, no, you can totally do this.
Yeah.
The host coaching, what I find, I don't know about anybody else, but for me, the host coaching was the biggest thing.
Getting
Giving them
okay.
something to do every day.
Yeah.
That's awesome. And you guys use Steven's list, or did you do your own, Sarah?
Something similar.
Something similar? Yeah. Okay. And are you guys using group text, or are you just texting each one? Group text.
Group text.
Okay.
I do individual texts.
Okay. All right. What do you feel is the benefit of that, Sherry?
I don't know. It's more personal. I can, you know, on different days, I can say your show is up to X amount and here's your host reward so far. And it's just a little more personal. I mean, I'm only running, you know, 4 or 5, maybe 6 parties at a time. So it's not too much. And one of the things I'm also kind of coaching my new consultants for is just like a party. It doesn't matter so much to me the time that you are posting or that you do it first thing in the morning. So it's kind of like host coaching. Sometimes I'll send out my host coaching first thing at the morning, and that might be at 6 a.m. my time. But sometimes I get busy and I don't send it till 10. And that way they're posting whatever I'm spoon feeding them at different times throughout the show anyway. So I don't feel like it always has to be, you know, so set to a schedule.
Okay. Has anybody tried the Chris Madden thing, super early in the morning and then later at night?
I don't do later at night, but I do 6 o'clock, between 6 and 6:30. I try to do it unless it's Saturday morning. I'm doing this last on the, like the day after the last day of posting. And I send something to them, says, okay, something about we're wrapping up your party. Let's get the orders finished up, blah, blah, blah. But I do like to do the between 6 and 6:30 a.m. as much as possible, simply because I have seen that if it's something that I'm offering a bonus, and if they're not posting that until the end of the day because they don't see their messages until later, then the later I post that, the less chance of them getting in on whatever it is that I had to offer that day.
Okay. I thought that was a really great idea and a great motivator to get me out of bed earlier so I could do a couple of those things and then go take care of myself for a couple hours, like, you know, exercise, eat healthier, read, do my devotions, and then come back to my desk. But I was thinking that was so smart, because she's right. For our working women, they're up and rolling early.
They are.
And checking, and then they're not checking till you know, lunchtime, or, you know, if that, you know, depends on what their job is. Some people don't even hardly take a lunch, you know. So
I wish we could private message through SendShare.
Yeah.
Then we could.
Oh, you mean like schedule?
Yeah, schedule private messages, because I don't get up at 6 o'clock.
Why couldn't you?
Because I don't want to.
No.
What do you mean, why can't I message?
No. Why can't you message or SendShare?
You can't, it won't let you do private messages.
It doesn't allow that. You can't schedule a message. Just a post to a group.
Just a group.
Okay.
Yeah.
Or your business page.
How about, could you make a group for your hosts that week?
You can.
Yeah, but the only thing is you've got different hosts doing things on different dates. Because I do mostly in-home, so.
Okay.
There is a message scheduler, and I will text my director who uses it now, where she schedules her messages to people.
Wait, Facebook messages?
And I don't remember, it's message, I don't know what it is.
Is it for Facebook?
She uses Facebook Messenger. So let me text her now and see what her scheduling thing is for that.
That'd be great.
Yeah, that'd be awesome.
I could do it at 6 a.m.
Unless I misunderstood her, but I think
I know.
that she
You can-
did schedule it.
You can
'Cause
schedule.
I was trying to send my host a message every day to do a certain thing every day, like you guys were talking about, but you get busy and you forget, and it's like, oh shoot, it's 12 o'clock. I forgot to send it to him, or I skip a whole day, and I don't have a set schedule. I mean, I'm a midnight kind of girl, and then I get up at 7:30, and I don't know what I'm doing half the time, and my life's crazy.
Couldn't you schedule it at couldn't you just send it at midnight and just let your...
Yeah, I guess I could.
I would do that, Lisa, instead of, if you're not up early, like my house is moving and rolling by 6, so I'm awake and send stuff, but if you can do it at midnight, I would just do it at midnight, not worry about the morning.
I just hate to do that, though, because if they don't have their phone turned off and I send them a text message, it's going to wake them up, and then they're going to get aggravated at me.
Here's what you do.
Yeah.
When you are host coaching, the very first message that you send them, tell them put on a sleep mode for at night, because I send a message so that the first thing in the morning you'll see it, and I don't want to disturb your sleep. So
or just say beware.
Yeah.
Sending messages at midnight.
At night.
Yeah, just say I'm a night owl, and the beauty of this business is I can work it whenever I want to, and so I'm going to be sending you messages late at night. So as soon as you want to, you can look at them in the morning. So we don't miss anything. But that's just, I think with a warning, it's okay, because it'll only happen the first night, won't it? If they forget to do it, right?
Yeah.
Did anybody hear anything at conference about people running like 5 parties at a time, all in one group?
Yes, call them block parties.
Block parties?
Yes, and some of the feedback I've got connections with some other directors where they're doing that, and some of the feedback is that their hosts are actually liking that. So my next round, not this week's, but next week's round of virtual parties, I'm actually going to offer that to them, simply because if you have a party, for example, I've noticed that the attendance is really hard to get right now with Facebook, and I think that has to do with how Facebook is doing things rather than whether or not my hosts are, because they're inviting. I can see the invite list. So I'm thinking that if I can do it, the thought process is, and what they're seeing is that they're getting better participation because there's more people, and obviously if there's more people commenting on stuff, Facebook goes, oh look, I'm going to allow this to be seen by somebody else. In fact, I'm going to remind somebody that you've been invited to a group because this group is happening. There's stuff going on in this group.
Okay.
Times like that. Lori Miller talked about it at Grace's retreat last year, and I did that several different times. It worked really well.
How many of you guys are mostly in-home parties? So do you have a problem? Because, I mean, I'm doing 12 to 15 in-home parties a month on average. And I don't want to just put it out there, hey, you guys do a Facebook party, because I don't want to take the risk of all my would-be in-home parties going to Facebook, because it takes more effort to do a Facebook party, in my opinion. And I'm afraid I'm going to lose my in-homes to Facebooks.
I don't think so. I think you can market both. Okay, your in-home parties go well because they love interacting with you. There's a component that they will never get via Facebook.
Yeah,
they just won't.
Because my Facebooks, they either flop terribly or they're mediocre. And I have tried so many different ways and so many different posts. I am just like, ugh.
Then focus on what you do well. I have a gal who's thinking about coming back. I'm not pushing her too hard because she wasn't a very productive consultant the last time. Anyway, and she's like, I can't do the Facebook. And I said, don't do it. I said, do the catalog and the cooking parties. Focus on what you can do. Don't try to do something that is a stressor for you. She hates Facebook. Like, then don't do it.
You know what, guys? I've got 3 catalog shows going right now. Then they're doing really well. So catalog shows, they're and they can be back. I mean, some people work in offices. They just want to pass the book, whatever. Nurses, one's a nurse, one works in an office, and the other, she just said, I'm not a Facebook person, so can I have some catalogs?
I think we're seeing less and less people being Facebook people, quite frankly.
Well, it was really interesting. I was just at this cousins weekend, and there was, I think, 48 people there, and almost a third of them are not on Facebook, of the adults.
Well, I'm in the schools on a regular basis. I teach a 10-day program in the schools, and when I talk about Facebook, they laugh at me because they're not using Facebook. They're using other social media.
Yeah.
You know, they may go to Facebook later when they get older. I don't know.
Yeah, I've got someone coming in this week, tomorrow, going to teach me how to do stuff with Instagram and Snapchat and some other things, you know. So he says I want to hit. She's really good at social media. So yeah, I you know, the old dog's got to learn.
You can teach us, Nancy Joe.
Oh, there we go. It's too bad she's not here today. I could have had her teaching stuff, but maybe next week, you know. But yeah, it's really interesting to see how they were Snapchatting and Instagramming all the pictures, not necessarily on Facebook. I mean, some of them were on Facebook, and I shared them on my timeline. But gosh, we just had a great time, and it was a good family time. But a lot of the younger kids are not there, so it's interesting. It's interesting. So, well, hey, very productive call. I'd like to do some recognition. Laura Teal, $2,142 in sales with one recruit. I'm not. Here's recruits. Okay. And then Lisa Bailey, by the way, congratulations, Laura. Lisa Bailey, $6,569 with 2 recruits. Great job, Lisa. Yay. Nancy Eccles, $754 in sales. Sarah Desmond, $5,344 in sales. Good job, Sarah. And you're doing mostly virtual now, right?
Yeah, I had 1 cooking show in July.
Okay. Diane Shelton, is Diane still here? She was here. Okay, so Diane did $2,400 in sales. Jerry Chervenek did $2,044 in sales. Sherry Eisinger did $6,093 in sales with 2 recruits. Great job, Cher. Sharon Morris did $788. And Tina Dalton did $1,868 with 1 recruit. Okay, then we have Sally. Sally did $1,913 in sales. Great job, Sally. Glenna did yeah, you're welcome. $4,510 in sales. And Melanie, what did you do last month? I want to know what you did last night, Melanie.
Let's see. Do you really want to know? I think I did a little over 2,000 last month.
2,000. Great. Yep. Okay. And who else do we have? Did I get Amy Sue? I'm sorry, Amy Sue. $2,765 in sales. Great job, Amy. Cora, what did you do?
And
in sales? Oh. You're frozen. Okay. Oh, Cora's frozen. Is anybody else frozen? Wave at me if you can hear my voice. Ah, what's going on? Hello. Hold on, Cora. I'm moving and no one else is. All right. Exit full screen, speaker view.
To 5 hosts in a block party like that. That if I do that, then I would probably do more going live. What I will often do for the virtuals is I'll go live. If somebody has a question, I'll go live on my business page. And then sometimes if somebody's in a party and catches me on that live, I'll say, hey, would you share this in the group, in the party group that you're with? And that's happened before. Or otherwise I might share it in the party group and tag, say, hey, here's you know, answering the question you were asking about, or here's some more products that didn't get featured this week. And so I really try to, overall, I've been trying for me personally to look at the virtuals as how I would do a cooking.
You know, Barb, let's get off your computer. Something's going on with my internet. Yeah, just for a minute. Just for a few minutes. Yep.
So just like I would at a cooking show. Like we're making guacamole with all those products, and then the second and third day we're making fajitas with all those products, and then the fourth day is desserts, and the fifth day we wrap it up.
Yeah.
But I've been thinking about having my husband videotape me because he's got some fancy equipment stuff, and just have me doing a live recap of the products I saw that day at the end of every day. Of course, I'll have to wear 5 different shirts, but that's okay. But kind of to make it more personable, I guess, because my virtual parties are crap, and I don't know what I feel like my posts are good. I feel like I don't type a lot, because if it says read more, I don't even read it myself. And
No. But Core would tell you it's the host participation. If the hosts are not participating, I can tell you straight up which parties are going to go.
Yeah.
Okay.
So I must need to host coach more, I guess.
But you know what you can do? You can do your short little videos and upload them to YouTube and repeat them throughout your shows, so you're not redoing them live every time.
Right.
Anything I record through the business page because you can share them. So I had a couple questions on a couple of shows that I'm running right now on the quick cooker. I had done a video prior to that, so I threw it in there, and they're all then commented again. They didn't know that it wasn't live. Because it was live, but it was recorded a while back.
Well, you need to tell me how to do that, because I have no clue.
It's not hard. You just go live on your business page, pick a product you want to talk about, whatever that is, and then you can share. You can go back when you want to share that video into a group. You can actually go and you can find that link to that video, and then just copy and paste it right into where you want to share it.
Do you have to save it to videos? Like I know with your regular Facebook page, you have to save the video.
No, you don't have to save the video. If you're going live in your business page, you can share that link. You can grab it. You want to see it?
A year later.
Do you want to see that?
Yeah, let's see it.
But I have a question. So when I'm doing the video, I'm actually going live on my business page.
Yes.
So anybody who's watching that, is that going to make sense to say, so let's recap our day?
No, don't say that.
Don't say that. Just do it more general. And if you host, just say host and not their names, because that's the only place you can share it from is a business page, not a Facebook Live from a business page.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
So that works really, really nice.
You can even schedule your Facebook. If you do a video on your business page, you can even schedule that post through SendShare to post at a scheduled time in your virtual parties, because I've done that before too.
Did you have to save them to YouTube?
No, not when you do that. If you don't, you can share a link to you can share a link to a video on your business page. So let's say I want to find a video that I've done. I can go to my videos, and then there's a search box down here, and I want to find a video that I did about, I don't know, the quick cooker.
Yes.
So I can type in quick cooker, and I can then pull up the videos that I have. One of them is, there's one that I did, and then there's a couple that are actually from Pepper Chef themselves. So if I want to show one, say maybe food chopper, I did one for the food chopper versus the manual food processor, and then had to sharpening the food chopper. I've done that. I want to show one about.
So how do you get it into your party?
Okay, you want to see that. All right.
It's just the share button.
All right, let me show you. I actually click on the video and yeah, we're not going to watch that. And then I click on, you can actually click on the share button, and then, or you can actually click on the video itself. Stop. Okay. Hello. Right click on, good grief. Right click on that and then show the video URL.
Okay.
Copy and paste that right into the party you want to share that with.
Oh, okay. Did you guys get that?
And you can copy and paste that into SendShare?
Into SendShare, into a party, into wherever.
Okay.
And it takes them right to this video then.
Okay, awesome. So you can bring Pampered Chef's videos in there as well as your own.
Sure.
Yeah.
But whatever video I have on here, I can do. So let's say, what was it? Let me look at the.
You can't share a video like that from Pampered Chef's business page, only from your business page.
Okay, so you have to save it to your business page.
Right.
And then share it.
Yes.
Because this is Pampered Chef, right?
Yeah.
Yes, this is a Pampered Chef video, and I would right click on the video itself, show the video URL, copy and paste, and now I'm ready to go and paste that into any party group that I'm doing right now.
Okay, awesome. And I love the mega show idea because like Lisa, I know, and I have to go to the next call pretty soon, but Lisa, I know that that you said you don't think that there are a lot more work, but I think if we set it up once and then we can, you know, just like we do a lot of the same show, we can do the same thing next week and just change the host names. I mean, you can read.
Right, and I do that through ScentShare. I mean, it only takes me 5 minutes to set a show up, but I'm just saying, you know, we do a home party. We go cook, we come home, we wash our dishes, we set up, we're ready for the next one. We're on Facebook, we're in there 2 or 3 times a day checking I mean, I've come home to 90-some notifications before, and I'm like, holy cow, and it takes me an hour to go through all of them.
Yeah, but you can quickly go through, and a lot of them are just likes. You can tell which ones you actually want to look at and which ones you don't. And also, I don't know about Cora, but I've given myself permission to not have to respond to every single comment, because even at a party, I wouldn't respond to everything.
Right.
Okay, good.
12 to 15 cooking shows, stick with it.
Yeah, right. Absolutely. Okay, here's your challenge for next week, you guys. I want to hear what you're saying and doing to still connect with August shows. We still have lots of weeks left for August, and what you're doing with your people, what you're doing for your business, what you're doing to get your recruit by the end of the month for sure. Because I tell you that, Barb, could you go grab that little suitcase for me? This little suitcase is sweet.
Oh, yeah, let's see.
It's sweet. And Cora, I didn't hear what you did. Look at how light it is.
Hi, Barb. Hi, open it up. Open it up.
Oh, that's nice.
That's bigger than I thought.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's super light. It's super cute. It says Pampered Chef.
But that thing so bad.
And then it's nice because it's got this. I love when they have the sections.
Oh, that's nice. Nancy Joe, I can share something that I'm doing this month.
It's up this way.
Yeah.
On the
Pockets here, like the next thing. It's a little hard to see because it's black on black.
Nice.
A little zipper
See,
thing
the
here.
zipper thing here. So, and what I even this weekend I used my other one, and I take my clothes out and then I start putting my dirty clothes on one side, and so that when I get home I just have to empty out the one side because I always bring more than I need. Anybody else with me?
Yeah. The bigger little blue one we got a while back.
Yes, but
because it wasn't quite big enough for a carry-on. You wasted carry-on.
What's that?
It just wasn't. It wasn't big enough for the one carry-on you're allowed.
You've got a little locking mechanism on it, so you can actually
both of
lock your
these,
suitcase.
so you can actually ship it if you want to.
Nice.
Yeah.
No, it's got the wheels that go in all directions.
That's what's really nice.
The suitcase rolls anywhere you want it to. You don't have to drag it behind you. You can just roll it with you. It's really nice.
Yeah, compared to the blue one. I used the blue one for Dallas, and I packed in a carry-on. Do you believe it? I packed in a carry-on, and it was very different. I've been used to doing the 4-wheel one, and that one only had 2 wheels, and dragging it behind you all through. Well, we had a heck of a day that day because they closed the airport for 4 hours. So anyway, I got my next call. So you have your assignment. I want to know what you're doing this week, what's worked for you, to still add more shows for August.
Could Lisa share what she's doing?
Pardon me?
Could Lisa share what she's doing? She said she has
another call to go to.
Yeah, she has another call.
Yeah, I'm sorry. Yeah, I have
Where do you
another
want that
call.
posted, Nancy Joe? In the group?
Pardon me?
In the group or by email to you?
You know what? We're going to share it next week in the group. So
Okay,
we're going to share it live. So I want to hear, so just make notes this week what you felt was working because when we meet again, it's going to be the 12th. We'll still have 2 full weeks left to implement anything, any ideas you're coming up with. What's that? Go ahead.
I do this really quick, Nancy, because this is perfect for our teams. I do party in a bag, 60% off anything. And it's a great way for our teams to go do it, take them to shows, post it. And then they set a goal on how many party in a bags, $200, 5 of them are $1,000. They add to their sales this month.
Well, and that's what I was doing. The people want cookware, 60% off. And they're totally doing, and that they're going to get more than $200 in sales, So
but it's a good one for our teams.
Right. And I told them they can get the 4-piece or the 6-piece set of cookware at 60% off, and then get the big pot, the multi-purpose pot, at 50% off, and they'll have a full kitchen.
Oh.
So there you go. Yep. So, not a lot of income for me, but it's generating leads that I can follow up with. And what I'm saying to them is, C is here. I got to go too. But anyway, it's saying is, what I say is, I know you weren't at a show. I'd like to give you some personal attention for the products that you purchased. So I'm going to be calling you, and I'll just either text them or personal message them. So I don't know. That's a great way to get more bookings, either live, virtual, or catalog. So don't forget the catalogs. I'm telling you, I've had like 3 in the past week say, "Oh, I want to do a catalog show," and it's like, okay, all right. So anyway, all right. God bless you guys this week, and keep learning on Dash. Keep learning with the new products. You'll be getting them in your hands. We'll be talking about that next week, and I want to hear what you're doing. Your challenges is to get I would love it if everybody got their recruit this week, right? Oh, wouldn't that be a fun celebration?
Yes.
Okay. All right, guys. See you later.
Bye-bye.
Thank you.
Bye-bye.